Federal court came to the decision to uphold a law requiring either a sale or ban of TikTok. And Yahoo Finance's Alexis Keenan joins us now with the latest on that.
Hi, guys. Yeah, so this is a district court, a court of appeals in the D.C. circuit saying that they are denying TikTok and TikTok users their request to strike down a U.S. law that was signed into law by President Biden in April, saying that the app would have to either divest to a U.S. owner or eventually be banned. And that deadline is January 19th, so the day before President-elect Trump would be taking office there. TikTok's claim here, they said that this law violated the constitutional protection against free speech, constitutional protection of free speech, rather, and also some other constitutional protections as well. But the court here saying, no, this law is constitutional, so it is the law of the land. And what it does is it requires not just TikTok to divest, but other apps controlled by foreign adversaries. Those include other apps, prospective apps as well, in China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran, all of them having to divest or face this ban on January 19th. So the three-judge panel here making the decision, they wrote this. They said if the First Amendment exists to protect free speech in the U.S., here, the government acted solely to protect that freedom from a foreign adversary nation and to limit that adversary's ability to gather data on people in the U.S. The court said if it is not divested, the TikTok app, that TikTok's millions of users would have to find alternative media for their communication. There is this little caveat, too, that the court gives President Biden, and that's to have a 90-day extension, put it on pause, but that's only if TikTok is making progress towards this required divestment. Yeah.
So what happens on January 19th?
Yeah. So, I mean, January 19th is a fuzzy day.
Like if I have TikTok on my phone, does it stop working?
In theory, yes, but you'd also have to have action happening, right? Someone could run into court and say this has to be shut down, and whether there'll be the motivation to do that at this level, I don't know. But there are some options on the table, not so many right now, maybe looking for President-elect Trump, even if he does want to undo it, right? Because on the campaign trail, he had said that he would save TikTok from this type of repercussion. But this is a law that Congress has passed, that the president has signed into law. So Congress would really have to be brought back in and would have to undo this law. And that would take a lot of, I think, that's a big ask. They just passed it. It's relatively new. So I don't know how much motivation there would be for that either. Also, there could be a chance that TikTok runs into either the Supreme Court or to the Court of Appeals. In the case of the Court of Appeals, they could ask for the full court, right? Because this were just three judges on a panel deciding this. They could ask for the full court to hear this. The court does have to grant that request, but what they don't have to grant is a pause. So we don't know if the court would say, okay, we're not going to go forward and enforce this law while it's being litigated. Otherwise, they're gonna have to go to the Supreme Court. Again, no guarantee that the Supreme Court is going to take this up.
Whew, okay.
Yeah.
Lots to keep track of. Alexis, thanks for doing that for us.
Sure.
Appreciate it.